McKee and Patrick Brown, Go Vols 24/7 here inside of Neyland Stadium following Tennessee's 23-17 overtime win over Florida. It was not always pretty offensively. Defensively, it was a nice night at the office, and we will certainly jump into that. But the one bright spot on offense, once again, just like it was at Arkansas, was Dylan Sampson. 3 touchdowns, over 100 rushing yards, and I kind of asked these questions post-game, but to me, I felt Dylan Sampson's performance was very representative of his leadership and his grit.
Yeah, he's the most reliable part about this offense right now, Ben, and I feel like I watched this game earlier today, except it happened down in Tuscaloosa, where both teams were trying.
I feel like I watched it last Saturday night, too.
They're darndest night. It did play a lot out like Tennessee's lost at Arkansas, but they found a way at the end. Some gut checks there with being up to nothing, with nothing going on offense in the third quarter. And then in overtime, you'd think Florida would have momentum after scoring at the end of regulation, but Tennessee's able to get done. And yeah, Dylan Sampson, I mean, he's, like I said, he's the most constant thing about this offense right now, where a lot of things are not, a lot of things are in flux. And so he is all reliable, and you knew he was going to get the football a lot after Florida missed its field goal right here in overtime. So they relied on him, and he carried them home.
13 touchdowns on the season?
I believe so. 14, I believe. It might have been 14th right there.
Okay, so he's the Heisman candidate in Tennessee's backfield right now?
Well, he's probably not going to the Heisman or the Doak Walker, because the guy at Boise State's pretty good.
He is pretty good, but Dylan Sampson certainly a worthy finalist there in the Heisman conversation. But offensively, before we shift to the defensive side of the ball, just seems like what can go wrong outside of Dylan Sampson is going wrong, and it's a little bit of everybody right now. And Josh Heupel said that post game, you have guys open, quarterback misses it. You have guys open, and protection doesn't allow Nico to get the ball down there. It's just a little bit of everybody right now.
Yeah, you just look at the first,
including a lot of people in our video right now. So that's fun.
You look at the first half. Great drive going. They put the ball on the ground with the mesh point. The next 2 drives are offensive line breakdowns. They had 3 sacks in a row at one play, a couple holding penalties, throw them off. Then Nico misses. He missed about 5 shot plays in this game by a combined 2 feet, maybe. I mean, it's just fine margins in this game, and it definitely felt like anything that just Tennessee's offense was just a little bit off. If it wasn't here, it was there. If it wasn't there, it was here. And Josh Heupel was very clearly frustrated. He talked a lot after the game about the offense needing to play better, and you could just sense the frustration. And he's not used to having offenses that struggle to score 23 points and miss opportunities left and right. And they tried to do some different things with Nico rolling out. They had a play that worked really well. They had a couple of guys, again, running wide open behind the defense, and you just narrowly miss them, and you got to make that connection. You could throw a bad pick that almost cost them points before halftime. Florida wishes they had those 3 points back. I'll tell you what, just a lot of things. Again, it was sort of just a continuation of last week, and you could say that, it started with the first drive. I mean, the first drive, they got things going really good, then they put the ball on the ground, and it just set the tone for a lot of mistakes from there on out.
Yeah, there were not very many mistakes on the defensive side of the football. You mentioned points that Florida would like to have back. Florida would like to have that goal line sneak with Graham Mertz back as well. Everybody, it seemed like, especially up front along the defensive line, played well tonight. But James Pierce Jr. is coming into his best football of the season.
Yeah, we got to talk to him after the game. First time since the Citrus Bowl, so that was pleasant. But yeah, look, he said that he knew the sneak was coming based on what they were doing, and he just tried to sort of squeeze the edge, and as Mertz kind of rolled off the pile, he was trying to get to the end zone. He just sort of started raking up the ball and got it out, and you couldn't really see it from up where we were, and then you see the reaction, and they're like, did he fumble? And he got it out. I mean, it was bang, bang. It was really close to a knee, elbow being down, and it was just a great play by Pearson. Tennessee's defense made a ton of those plays tonight. I mean, that play, Aaron Carter had an interception that set up a field goal. Jerron McCoy broke up a 4th down pass. I think Ricky Gibson had a 4th down play. It was early in the first half. That was really good. And then they don't make the play at the end of the game after getting put in some bad situations by the special teams who can't cover a punt. And the offense not closing the game out with some missed chances. So the defense is having to do a lot right now. They didn't make the last stop in the game last week. They didn't make the last stop in this game either, but they reset in overtime and got Florida backed up and made the missed field goal and again made the winning plays to get Tennessee over the line.
Yeah, and right now Tennessee's just going to continue to rely on this defense, and that's perfectly okay, because my parting thought here on the video, we'll have an extended version of thoughts on our postgame podcast later on tonight at some point. But to me, Like, yes, it was far from perfect. It was ugly at times, but I've seen enough of these ugly football games between Tennessee and Florida specifically, where Tennessee was not on the right side of the outcome. And yeah, it was frustrating at times for fans. I totally get it, but I don't know that you can really be too upset about a win over Florida these days.
Yeah, Tennessee's found enough ways to lose to Florida that finding a way to win against Florida should not be taken for granted. And look, Josh Heupel said after the game, he's going to enjoy this win, and it's hard to win in this league. You look at this league right now, Alabama barely won today. LSU and Ole Miss are in overtime right now. Vanderbilt's good at football, apparently. It's just weird. You just got to find a way every Saturday to just be a little bit better. You just got to make one last play, one last, whatever you got to do to win, just win. Ohio State lost today. They were supposed to be better than everybody. It's hard to win. This sport is unpredictable. It's why we love it. It might give you heartburn and anxiety for 4 hours every Saturday. What's the meme where it's like, I'm excited to see my team play, and then the game starts, and you're like, I want to kill myself, and then, yay, we won. That's basically what it is for Tennessee right now. Just, you get the win, enjoy it. It's Alabama week.
Well, and I don't know
Let's
which fan base feels more down on their football team right now. After Alabama should have lost to South Carolina, Tennessee squeaks one out tonight. It'll be an interesting football game.
It'll be a new week on Monday.
It will be a new week, and Alabama comes to town in an odd place, and a place that I don't really recall them being in. I was very young the last time they were in this type of situation going into a football game against Tennessee, so we'll see how that plays out next Saturday. In the meantime, we've got plenty of coverage up at GoVols247.com of Tennessee's 23-17 overtime win over Florida. He's Patrick Brown. I'm Ben McKee.